Hey there, Zombie here, and welcome back to Mass Effect Numero Uno, number one, Legendary Edition. So, last time we did the first part of the Syndicate, so I figured this time, what better, more appropriate thing to do than to finish up the Syndicate. But first, we're going to go to this debris because am I going to be able to climb that? Let's see if I can. Over here might be easier since there's snow settled on it. And, okay. But it looks like there's an unmarked couple things over here, so let's... Boing. Expert rock climber.
On my way.
Got a big old chunk of gold. How much money do I have? 100,000. Man, I got some cash. You know what I forgot to do whenever I was on the ship? I forgot to restock my Metagel. I don't know why I decided to climb that. I could just go around, but climbing's more interesting. Actually, I know why I started climbing that, because I wasn't paying attention, started running up it, and I'm like, okay, I've committed. I have a cat sniffing my feet right now. And there, that is right there. So as you can see on the bottom left, I have a limited amount of time before the elements cause me issues. So I'm already like halfway through my hazard bar, but it does disappear whenever I am in the Mako, so... Okay, so random topic of conversation. For any of you who live near Sonic, you know, there's Sonic drink stop. They have started doing boba. Like you can get boba put into your drinks. So after I'm recording, after I'm done recording, I may end up going and getting a cherry slush with green apple boba. Not. I did it. Just barely, but I did it. And that's how you do that. But those were Alliance towers, so that's very interesting. So I'm just going to start dumping points into Commando for here because just reducing the cooldown on snipers is just great in and of itself.
Hostile spotted.
What?
Clear.
Caden, are you okay, bud? Okay, Caden, we're actually clear. Glitch him through the floor a little bit, that's fine. Talk about not playing so aggressive. God damn it. Talk about not playing as aggressively. Gets even more aggressive.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Are you sure? I mean, you said that we were hostile spotted just a minute ago. I mean, that was pretty clean, but since I knew they were all humans, having the biotic crew going in was probably for the best choice. Okay, we've went ahead and got our med gel back to full, and doesn't look like any of us have. Well, Caden looks like he has a little bit of damage, but since we're at the end level, I'm not going to worry about it. Easy decryption. Okay. Everything is clear. Let's get the fuck out of here. Ooh, some better armor. I don't like the white. Let's give extra damage protection give myself a little bit more survivability. Stinger 5. Ooh, I like that. That's going on a sniper. Rail extension, just increase that damage, but increase the overheat. And I'm just naturally working on lowering it anyways. Now let's try the extra damage force, you know, just... Tech cooldown, sure, we'll go with that. Definitely going to give Liara the more powerful one. Okay. We're good. I'll probably end up getting a better set of armor in a little bit, but... Like, I've had the same armor for a while. Back to Normandy. I think I got all the codex here. Let's see if Joker has
Commander.
something.
Something you need?
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best balance. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I like to know my crew.
You, top of my class in flight school, I earned that. Okay, put the
I didn't
Normandy
mean
in my
it.
hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Okay, yeah, he didn't have anything new to say. What's up, Caden? Just chilling over there? Wait, how you doing?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
I should go.
Okay, there's nothing, so I'm not... I mean, there are some people who I haven't used in missions that I did use in missions, so maybe Rex or Tally has some, but... Since Liara didn't have anything, we'll just carry on. Zooming out. Let's go turn in. Now, since we've got a couple of those, let's go ahead and turn them in. Because we have Helena and we have that other chick. Zoom! Are we gonna have another surprise inspection?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Anything weird? Nope.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
I'm sorry. Okay, no one seems to be around. You know what? I can just look on the map. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any. The embassies. Okay, so I do have that. Okay, that looks to be the only thing here, which is nice.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
So the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
I would have
Rude.
helped if you just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something
Sassy.
into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
And that's 7,000 credits, so that's a good chunk. Do. Hi, bud. So, your Spectre was a piece of garbage. Okay, so that was her. Now, Helena,
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow
I
me to
think
be
was
your
on the
guide.
other side over here. I think it was near the financial district, so I'm just going to teleport over there to be lazy. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh wait, I was supposed to meet her at a different location. Oh yeah. Fortuna System, Horsehead Nebula, to claim the reward, which will probably end up being me killing her. You know what, since I got a good chunk of money, let's take a look at what
human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Okay, let's look at here. The view armor for the non-humans. I don't...
Commander. Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
I mean, that's pretty high up there. It would take a good chunk of my money.
Commander, it is good to see you again.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do...
Okay. I didn't actually check to see if there was some additional licenses. Yeah, there's 2 licenses here.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not...
Okay. So we took care of that one, but I wanted to finish the Syndicate mission, so by God, we're finishing the Syndicate mission. So we need to go to Ward's location, CSEC.
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jalani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind.
That's
we'll have
me.
Exclusive footage later today.
She tried to be rude, but... I'm a master diplomat.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Presley, you're not in charge anymore. So, Horsehead, Nebula. Was it Strenus? Nope, Fortuna. I am just lucking out on the order that I'm selecting them. Since it's still Syndicate, I'm still going to go ahead and go with Heavy Biotic. So we're going to go to the engineering outpost, but first things first, this is right up on my grill. This is a little bit grindy for, but I'm getting good money out of it. Ooh, I should have went to the Spectre shop to see what they had. But I think, in the next episode, I'm going to be going to Novaria. Oh, there that is. I think that just seems like it makes the most sense to go to next. An anomaly. I mean, they made these maps a fairly good size for exploring. They did have to reuse a good chunk of textures, but I think that ends up being fine in the long run, considering space would have a lot of repeat. We got 4 out of 13, 4 out of 10. Planet Bethus, we're taking care of that now. 2 of 7. 5 of 13. Doing good. Okay, we'll go check those out as well in a little bit. Now, is she gonna betray me is the question. I mean, I would rather be peaceful if possible.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Yes, ma'am.
With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we going to have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men.
I mean, you actually talked to me, so...
Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
I'm gonna loot your shit. Hey, guys. Are you gonna shoot me? Not gonna shoot me? That's locked, so I can't get there. Peaceful missions. I mean, yes, letting a criminal live is kind of, but I did get them to retire and disband the gang, so I'm still going to call that an act of models. A win in my books. A hard decryption. Got it. Ooh, 10,000 credits. It's very worthwhile. This was a very worthwhile endeavor. So if anyone watched this, if you want to leave in the comments whether you feel that I should do the equipment and the leveling up off screen or on screen, because I can save that for like in between episodes, like after in the recording I can go ahead and do the leveling up or shopping. Or do you guys prefer to see whenever I'm doing the shopping? But let me know in the comments either way. I'm gonna go talk to the quartermaster then see if he has anything.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you
bet, Commander.
Ooh. I want it. I want it. I don't have enough, but I want it.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
So Spectre Master Gear. And this is a shotgun. Assault rifle. I mean, I can grind away to on Quasar to be able to afford that, but that would take a long time.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Ah.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
You're a royalty? I'm responsible for trillions.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we saved the
The
galaxy?
work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Okay.
I should go.
See you later.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
Gotcha. That's...
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though. Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about...
Not everyone...
Too bad those ruins got destroyed, sir.
Okay, so...
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while.
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the cycles. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case
Elcor?
wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but C-Sec headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist.
Shepard, I did not select that.
Maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
I gotta go.
Commander.
Okay, so, like I was saying, I think now since, we have, made a little bit of headway with everyone's story, I think we're going to go ahead and fly to Novaria. Oh wait, we're already in the... It's like, okay, I already did all that. We're gonna run over here because I still got a little bit, like, I'm running a bit long on my recording. But, I'd rather get this done real fast. Just finding general stuff, that's great.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Good job, Joker. Okay, so we are here, so I'm going to go ahead, save it, and I hope y'all are enjoying the series. I love Mass Effect. I'm also loving Resident Evil. I'm recording both series at the same time, if you can't tell by how I'm uploading. But thank y'all so much for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.